is going on, guys? Today we're going to talk about the fastest ways for you to get out of debt. So let's start with some crazy statistics. So the average American is in over $38,000 of consumer debt. Now, the average person who takes out a student loan graduates with $30,000 in debt. Now that's not a good way to graduate. That does not sound like a good graduation gift to me. $30,000 worth of debt. So today we're going to talk about the fastest ways you can pay off your debt. And let's get something straight here, guys. I'm not talking about good debt like assets such as a 3% 30-year mortgage. No, I'm talking about like credit cards, car loans, student loans, stuff that doesn't make you money. Any debt that makes you money is good debt. Any debt that doesn't do anything but stress you out and take money from you is not the kind of debt you want in your life. So the first step to getting out of debt quick is to understand your debt. So what do I mean by this? You need to know how much your debt is, how much the interest is, and how much that interest is taken away from you. So the first step is to understand your debt. So what do I mean by this? I mean, look at it. I know it may be scary, but you need to look at your debt and know how much you actually have before you can tackle getting rid of it. So how would I do this? I would make a list. So make a list of all your debts with the interest rate next to them and how much that interest rate is going to cost you over the term that you are paying it off. So the second thing you have to do to get rid of your debt fast is to track your spending. And I know this is something that a lot of people don't do and a lot of people don't want to do because this means limiting yourself. But hey, you're in debt. You have to limit yourself. You have to be focused to get out of debt. The thing with tracking your spending is you need to figure out where that money is going. For this, I recommend apps such as Mint or Personal Capital. Mint is a little more simple, I'd say, so it's a little better for the generic user. Personal Capital goes a little more in depth, but it's not really necessary for someone just getting out of debt. It's more about tracking your assets and liabilities, whereas Mint mainly just shows your budget and how much you're spending. So I would recommend mint.com for tracking your spending. So check it out, guys. I'll leave a link below. So the third thing we're gonna do to get out of debt fast is to make a list. This is going to be your budget. You're gonna put your needs and your wants. First, you're gonna put your needs, such as food, shelter, car payments, whatever like things you need to survive. Next, you're gonna put your wants, such as going out to the bar with friends, going to see movies, buying new fancy trendy clothing that's gonna go out of style in a few months. Those are your wants. Those are the things that, and now this is gonna hurt. Now listen here. We're gonna cut those out. Now you're in debt. We gotta do whatever we can to get you out of debt. So how do we do that? We keep the needs and we eliminate the wants. Now, this may sound a little intense, but that's how you gotta be when you're trying to get out of debt. You gotta sprint out. You gotta have intense focus and get out of it as quick as possible. And this isn't forever. This is just until you get out of debt. The fourth way to get out of debt quick is to just cut out all the extraneous spending. All the things that you think you need that are actually wants, cut that out. For instance, if you have friends going to a bar and you know you usually spend like $50, $60 there in a night, you can still go and have fun with them, but I would say go to the store first, get a bottle of alcohol and pregame, and then just go to the bar, drink water for free. Simple. So, like I said, this isn't a permanent thing. This is just temporary. So yeah, your friends may be like, oh wow, you're being really cheap lately. What's the deal? Just realize they may not understand, but you need to get out of debt. And along with cutting out all your wants, start to sell stuff. Like enjoy time with others, enjoy experiences. You don't need a lot of the stuff you have. Most people have thousands of things in their home that they never even touch. So I'd recommend going through it and kind of, you don't have to be a minimalist, but cut out a lot of the things that you don't need, and you'll find that there's a lot. And you can actually make a lot of money from selling those things on LetGo, Craigslist, OfferUp, one of those apps. Just download it, post some pictures of the stuff, and you can start making a lot of money quickly by doing that, and it kind of becomes addicting. So now, for actually tackling your debt, there are two icy methods for this. There's the debt snowball, popularized by Dave Ramsey, and then there's the debt avalanche. Which one's better? It's hard to say. So the debt snowball, like I said, is popularized by Dave Ramsey. It's a great method. It has a lot of psychological benefits that the debt avalanche does not. So for the debt snowball, you write out all your debts and you basically order it from smallest to largest, and then you just pay them off, smallest to largest. Now, this does not take into account interest rate, which the debt avalanche does. But this has a lot of psychological benefits because when you're paying off the small debts and you see that success over and over of you getting rid of those debts, it really keeps you motivated to keep going. So the debt avalanche is where you order your debts from highest interest rate to lowest interest rate, and then you pay those off first. Because over the long run, yeah, it will save you money doing the debt avalanche, but you don't get the psychological benefits, which actually can really help to keep people on track. So if you take a look at your numbers and you find out that the debt avalanche will actually save you a large portion of money over the long run, I'd recommend doing that. But if you're the type of person that easily falls off something like a diet, you let yourself go, you make New Year's resolutions and 2 days later you've eaten all those donuts you said you weren't going to eat, then I would recommend sticking with the debt snowball. So number 6. Now this may be kind of cliche and what everyone's telling you to do if you have debt, but you just gotta make more money. If you're not making enough money to pay off your debts monthly, then they're just gonna keep accumulating. You need to find some way to make more money to help pay those off. Now, whether this is selling things or just getting a side hustle, just working after work, maybe a few hours each day at like a coffee shop or delivering pizzas, finding something to sell online, finding a hobby and turning that into a way to make money. Anything you can do to make a little extra money, whether it's doing Uber or Lyft or Uber Eats, anything like that. You just gotta make more money, because if you're not making enough to pay off your debts, it's just gonna grow and grow and you're never gonna be able to pay them off. So, number 6, make more money with a side job, or try to just find a better primary job if you can. And I know, it's a lot easier said than done, but trust me, this is just temporary and it will all get better. And if you find a higher paying job, then good for you. So number 7 here, guys, be intense and be consistent. Now, paying off debt isn't fun. It's not like you're saving money and you get to see that money grow. You're paying off debt, which you could just let sit there and accumulate, but it's not like a fun task by any means, giving your money away, your hard-earned money, giving it to something. But it is something that you did sign up for. You got yourself in this mess, so you gotta be intense and consistent. Pay it off as quickly as possible and stick with it. Because if you do, when you're out of debt, it helps so much in your journey towards making more money. Because if you're stuck in debt, you're constantly paying those off. That money you're paying off debt, say it's even like only $200 a month. That could be going towards a Roth IRA, a regular IRA. That could be going towards some other type of stock or investment. Debt is the enemy, a lot of the time. Bad debt. There's a difference between bad debt and good debt, and we'll go over that more in a future video. But bad debt, debt that does not make you money, you need to get rid of. You need to cut it out of your life, whatever it takes. That means stop going to Starbucks twice a day, stop going once a day, make your coffee at home. You can make coffee really cheap. I've made it for as cheap as free because I just drink it at work, but You can make it for as cheap as like 20 cents. I've seen that. Now, yes, you can watch Graham Stephan's video, 20-cent iced coffee. I will link to that too. It's a great video. He's a great guy. He's actually one of my inspirations for this. So definitely check out his channel if you haven't. But if you're here, I almost guarantee you've seen Graham Stephan. So yeah, just don't give up, guys. You got this. Pay off that debt, and let me know how your debt paying off is going in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.